aware that this year we see 5 times the amount of information? We take in 5 times the amount of information that we did 25 years ago. 25 years ago, what we learned and saw and took in 5 work days, we now take in 1 day. And although this information is good, I think we become lazy observers, and we can get better at it. I became a better observer when I went to art school and was introduced to people like this, Joseph Albers. Those 2 brown colors are the same color. This really was a revelation to me, and I realized I wasn't such a good observer and I needed to work on it. Did you see the movie Skyfall, the recent James Bond? And in the opening, one of the opening scenes, he's seen inside a gallery and they're looking at a painting, the one on the left, of a ship, a battle-torn ship being pulled out of the harbor. It was reinforcing the theme of resurrection of the movie. But did you notice at the end, the ships were beautiful and clean and proud and going back out to sea? I love logos. My favorite logo is the FedEx logo. I'm amazed at how many people don't see the arrow between the E and the X. Well, I just learned that there's a bear hidden in the Toblerone logo. Do you see it standing on its hind legs? And the last logo is from Australia with the map of Australia hidden there. This is one of the most popular paintings in America. Did you know that this painting was painted and it released exactly 6 weeks after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor? Very lonely scene, 4 people in the bottom quadrant. Isn't it ironic that they're red, white, and blue in a sea of yellow? This is Canadian designer and artist Brian Youngen. He deals with Aboriginal themes. This mask is made completely of Nike Air Jordan shoes. It's our job to help people look at things differently. And it doesn't have to be just art. We can look at things that already exist and repurpose them. Here's a building in Rhode Island that's been made completely of container ships. There's a lot of these around. This is maybe one of the nicest ones that's been done. We just need to look at things differently. A Texas inventor was challenged by his wife to make a better corkscrew. He worked in the oil business, and every day he looked at oil derricks. And he said that has the same kind of movement. He developed the screw pull and became a millionaire just by using his observation. And my favorite designer of all time, Dieter Rams, learned that maybe we look at too much, and design should actually strip away the things that are unnecessary, and let's just leave what is there and what is essential. Apple certainly learned about this, but Dieter was doing it decades before. And in the Netherlands, they've also realized and put this to a practical use. In redesigning traffic intersections, they have taken away all the streetlights, all the signs, everything, forcing pedestrians, motorists, and cyclists to relate to one another, observe what's going on. Accidents have dropped dramatically. Why should we be better observers? First of all, it heightens awareness. The Metropolitan Museum of Art has a course called The Perception of Art, where they bring in police officers and have them look at artwork and share their comments with it. It makes them better observers, and it's helped them solve crimes. The more we observe, the better we get at it. Henry Ford made an amazing observation when he was producing so many cars. In 1914, he doubled his pay from $2.50 to $5. He shortened the work week, and he shortened the work day. His observation led to his employees having more money, more leisure time. They bought more cars. When Mercedes was looking at designing a new vehicle, I love biomimicry, they started to look at what nature had to offer, and they looked at the boxfish, and they saw how the water interacted with it and said, we can build a car where the air interacts the same way, and made it much more efficient. A UPS driver said, I spend so much time waiting to take left-hand turns, I'm wasting time and fuel. They designed a software program where UPS now makes as many right-hand turns as possible. It saved them tons and tons of money in gas, and they're much more efficient. We did a project once where we did an identity for a woman who bakes cakes, and through our questioning and our observations, we ended up designing something really simple, an order form for her. She never came in asking for an order form. Her quotations, she would win 50% of them before the order form. Afterwards, 90%. We just observed what she was doing. How do you get better at being a good observer? Stop taking always your notes line by line. Start making mind maps and making pictures. If you create a picture out of your discussion or your notes, you can start to make connections between things that you have observed. And I just recently purchased a recording app for my iPhone. Perfect thing to have in an environment like this. We seem to forget so many of the things that we observe. Why not record them onto an app? And cameras. We're visual people. We should be taking photographs of everything. This is a screen capture of my collection of signage and lettering. I have tons of these photos. I'm not sure when I'm going to use it, but boy, do I ever have a great library of images for just that. And if you can't rely on just your own images, I'm sure, and I hope you all have Pinterest accounts where you can start to collect information and images that are out there on the internet taken by anybody and everybody. This is my collection of black and white textures. We can get to be better observers. We are designers. That's our job, to be better observers. We've become lazy about it. As Graham Chapman from Monty Python made it very clear, this is our job to come up with ideas. If we become better observers, we'll become better creative people. Thank you.